What would you do if you lost everything you loved in a single day? Your family, your wealth, your health, your future. Would you still trust God? For many of us, faith is easy when life is good. But what happens when the blessings disappear and the prayers seem unanswered? Today we'll discover the incredible story of a man whose faith was tested beyond imagination. A man who teaches us that even in our darkest moments, God is still in control. This is the inspiring story of Job. The Bible introduces Job in Job 1:1-5 as a man living in the land of Uz. He was blameless and upright, a man who feared God and turned away from evil. God had blessed Job abundantly. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, thousands of livestock, many servants, and great wealth. He was respected throughout the land. More importantly, he faithfully worshiped God and regularly offered sacrifices for his children, just in case they had unknowingly sinned. From every human perspective, Job's life was perfect, but heaven was about to reveal a story no one on earth could see. In Job 1:6-12, the scene shifts from earth to heaven. Satan appeared before the Lord, and God spoke proudly of his servant Job. "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him." But Satan challenged Job's faith. "Does Job fear God for nothing? You have blessed him and protected everything he has. Take away his blessings and he will surely curse you." God knew Job's heart. He allowed Satan to test Job, but with clear limits. This is one of the most important truths in the entire story. God never lost control. Even in suffering, Satan could only do what God permitted. Job didn't know about this heavenly conversation. He only knew that his world was about to change forever. One messenger arrived. "The Sabaeans attacked and stole your oxen and donkeys." Before he finished speaking, another came. "Fire fell from heaven and burned your sheep." Then another. "The Chaldeans stole your camels." And finally, a great wind struck the house where Job's children were gathered. The house collapsed. All 10 of his children died. In one terrible day, Job lost nearly everything. Yet instead of cursing God, Job fell to the ground and worshipped. He declared in Job 1:21, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." These words do not celebrate suffering. They acknowledge that every blessing ultimately comes from God. And even when life becomes painful, God remains worthy of our worship. The Bible says that through all of this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. The testing continued. According to Job 2:7-10, Satan struck Job with painful boils from the soles of his feet to the top of his head. Once wealthy and honored, Job now sat in ashes, scraping his sores with broken pottery. Even his wife, overwhelmed by grief, said, "Curse God and die." But Job replied, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" Even in unbearable pain, Job refused to abandon his faith. His circumstances had changed. His trust in God had not. 3 friends came to comfort Job: Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. Later, a younger man named Elihu also spoke. At first, they simply sat with Job in silence for 7 days, but eventually they began insisting that Job must have committed some terrible sin. In their minds, suffering always meant punishment. Job knew he had not lived a perfect life, but he also knew his suffering was not the result of hidden wickedness. Throughout their conversations, Job honestly expressed his confusion, sorrow, and questions to God. The book of Job teaches us an important lesson. Not every hardship is the result of personal sin. Sometimes God's purposes are far greater than we can understand. Finally, in Job chapters 38-41, the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. Instead of explaining every reason for Job's suffering, God asked questions. "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Can you command the morning? Have you walked in the depths of the sea?" God spoke of the stars, the oceans, the mountains, the animals, and the wonders of creation. Through these questions, God reminded Job that his wisdom is infinite and his power has no limits. If God governs the entire universe with perfect wisdom, then he can certainly be trusted with our lives, even when we don't understand his plans. In Job 42:1-6, Job responded with deep humility. "I know that you can do all things. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you." Job repented, not because his suffering proved he had sinned, but because he recognized how limited human understanding is compared to God's infinite wisdom. True faith is trusting God, even when every question is not answered. After Job prayed for his friends, God restored him. According to Job 42:10-17, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. His wealth was doubled. He was blessed again with sons and daughters. He lived many more years, surrounded by his family, and died old and full of days. Restoration did not erase the pain of what Job had endured, but it demonstrated God's faithfulness and his ability to bring hope after heartbreak. If this story encouraged you today, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more Bible stories, biblical teaching, and Christian encouragement. In the comments below, declare your faith by writing, "I will trust God through every season." And don't forget to share this video with someone who needs hope today. May the God who strengthened Job strengthen you, guide you, and remind you that no matter what season you're in, He is always faithful. God bless you.